National Independent Adult Rider Recognition Award is meant to recognize an extraordinary equestrian who has, on horseback, overcome their challenges to the extent that the help of a leader or sidewalker is unnecessary. It is my great pleasure to introduce to you our 2012 Independent Rider, Cliff Huber. From Hearts and Horses in Loveland, Colorado, please join us on the stage, Cliff.
And what this does, that stretches the whole top line of her body. And there's also some more stretches that I usually do with carrots. I don't know if she'll do them for me now or not, but we'll try. So what I'm going to do is I get her head to come clear over here. There we go. And what this does, that stretches the opposite side of her neck. And when it contracts here, that's good for those muscles to learn how to contract. And you do that on both sides. And that helps get the horse more flexible. And that way their body can move. It can move easier to help you with yours. Because if a horse is stiff, then the rider's stiff. And if the rider's stiff, the horse will be stiff. That's why she's a good mirror image of how I'm riding. When I ride relaxed, she's more relaxed. When I ride all stiff, that's how she rides. And now I can actually get my seat to move with the rhythm of the horse. And before, I couldn't do that. And I would ride all scrunched over instead of straight up like I'm supposed to be. So my body has learned to actually feel the movement of her body. So because I practiced that, and I've stretched out on the horse, and I also have a saddle at home, or a saddle rack with a saddle on it that I actually get on in the mornings before I come and ride in. So I stretch myself out before I get on the horse. And that gets everything loosened up. Right here is one of this is their favorite spot. It releases endorphins and it helps her relax. If you'll notice her eyes are getting heavy when I do that. She's just relaxing. See her eyes closing, she's dropping her head. She's like, oh, I love that. So that's what that is. And if they're licking and chewing, that's also a sign that they understand what you want them to do. And see how she just took a sigh, took a deep breath? That's also another sign of relaxing. Now she's paying attention out to there. That's why her head come up. She's like, I've got to pay attention now. What's going on with this?
So you understand horses pretty well now, huh?
I'm getting a lot better at it. When I first started, I didn't, but I've learned a lot since I've come here. And like I said before, it's because of all the wonderful volunteers and the instructors, and they allow me to experiment with things and, teach myself things and help teach the horses. And the number one thing is we keep it safe all the time.
Cliff Huber started at Hearts and Horses in Loveland, Colorado over 9 years ago. Cerebral palsy not only spurred his desire to be self-sufficient, but as we just saw, it also inspired a strong will to become the best horseman possible. In the beginning, Cliff required 2 sidewalkers and a horse leader. From the moment he settled in the saddle, he knew this was where he belonged. Riding multiple times a week was not enough. He took a saddle home to enable him to practice every day. At the time, no one could fathom that someday he would jump a course, let alone that he would do so with style and grace. After years of developing high-level equine skills and building self-confidence, Cliff has emerged as a key component to the facility's training team. In order to be an exceptional equestrian, one must understand the horses with whom one works. Cliff spends hours watching videos from various trainers, then learns how to make their techniques work for him and the horses. Cliff volunteers at Hearts and Horses, working with the herd on basic groundwork and desensitizing new horses. Even more than his work with the equines, though, is his willingness to be an example to others in the program. Whether it is at the All Ability Summer Camp or working with at-risk youth in the Changing Leads program, Cliff offers insight to others about communication between horses and humans. Cliff is a Hearts and Horses icon of success, strength, fortitude, and dedication, and he exemplifies inspiration. As Dory Epstein Ransom, former executive director, said, quote, "There is no other person I have met in my 8 years of association with Hearts and Horses who deserves this level of recognition more than Cliff Huber," end quote. Through the increasing belief in what he can accomplish, he sets a stellar example of what can be done on horseback by persons with or without a disability. Congratulations, Cliff.
I want to say thank you to Hearts and Horses because without all of them, my volunteers and my instructors, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Thank you.